Israel. It's your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah, in faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To my Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Let me say this, family. We all know that when you commit a crime, you go to prison and you do the time. And once you come out of prison, you're supposed to be rehabilitated. That's what we're dealing with, family. The Most High Yah, through his son, he have put us in prison because we have committed crimes against our maker. And these consequences and being locked up in this prison supposed to rehabilitate us. Inside of this prison, they tell you where you can live and where you can't live. They tell you when to go to sleep and when to rise up. They pay you money that's not enough for you to take care of your family. So that means you're one paycheck away from being on the streets. Locked up in this prison, you're behind walls. And you're the only one in your cell. And you're trying to cope. But you're losing your mind. And then you try to lean on the one next to you. But he cannot help you. Because he's also battling his demons. Being locked up in his prison. And he's losing his mind. Then you try to lean on the next one to you. So on and so forth. They're all going through the same thing within the walls of this prison. We are behind enemy lines. We are locked up. Even when they brought us over here, they put shackles on the feet. Yokes of iron on the neck. Do they not do that to inmates? When they shackled the feet? When they shackled the hands? Nobody is in prison more than us. But once we get in prison, we start to reflect. And many do come out rehabilitated. Some of our people would never change, family. Some would never be rehabilitated. And they have to deal with that. Some of us will be rehabilitated. And we're going to become better. And we're going to turn to our maker. We're going to repent. And we're going to become productive in society. I say all that to say this. We are looking for people to pass laws to give us justice, to give us peace, to give us hope. You was not brought over here for that, family. Inside of a prison, you don't make the rules. The warden make the rules. You just comply. America make the rules, and you have to comply. Because God put you in prison along with me. And within the walls of this prison, we got to learn how to cope. This is our new home until we be released. This is our home until we are released. We have to serve the time. And once we have served our time, once we have been rehabilitated, then the Lord is going to release you out of this prison. But until then, we're going to be locked up. And we must learn how to cope within the walls of this prison. Let's get it.
never to do is still love get dropped. Yup, my pockets got it out the mud, so they rock bands like Slipknot. Maybe Kid Rock. Either way it go, they show they getting guap. Why? Because they talking about a school and rock from use a cover what tuition costs. Ooh, yup. I know that it's sad, but everybody trying to fill a void. Hell, even me, I tried to bloat it, doted with my woody out like I was paranoid. That was back when I was kind of chubby. Home with Wildcats, no Kentucky. I've crashed 2 minute beats in a row for you to think I'm getting lucky. Can't you see the flow is God-given? Papa see that he got God in him. So they frequently slide in my DMs and I'm for raw kidding. I don't trip, it ain't tempting. We both been praying from a distance. Well, I pray for them, they pray on me. We just pray a little different. Ooh. Hail Mary, full of grace, rain blessings down over me. DK took his own life. I truly hope there's a heaven for a G where you don't need weapons for the peace. Only intercession for the streets. Cause every song on the radio sound like they got depression on repeat. Ew, I'm there with you. Ew, I'm there with you. You know, impressed me how they talk. I'm there with you. You know, impressed me how they talk. I'm there with you. I'm not impressed. Maybe it's me. Maybe Big Token wrong though. Just they can't stop, won't stop. B.I.G.P. Diddy Combs flow. I reach connections like a phone pole. Apply the pressure like a phone roll. These fake was only flip birds on TV. That's stone cold. Ooh, and they shooting artificial K's. Where I'm from, they will pull up with tools and hop out on a car like you call AAA. Yeah, why me, Lord, why me? I don't know why I crash every beat. I just do it like Nike. Fat made me hit my knee. Papa's trying to kick it like Tai Chi, but there's no Ben E. King over here. Can't nobody stand by me. Ooh, Google the song. Ben E. King wrote Stand By Me. Move it along. Ew, I'm there with you. Ew, I'm there with you. You know, impress me how they talk. I'm there with you. I'm not impressed. You know, impress me how they talk. I'm there with you. I'm not impressed. Oh, not an absolute, it's still Confucius. I just hear it beating and music with songs. I assume the reason they go with the music is because it's influenced by God. Ooh. Yeah, every bar spit is gospel. Low-key extra holy in that costume. Trying to cop a bullet in the console. Give it to the homie on the block, so he don't have to show me that he hustle. All that dirty soldier for that night, bro. It's a pity Gucci at the night, so yeah. Fortunate, the forces with those who don't hang around like ornaments. I've been the spirit like an orphanage. Fake rappers roll like endorsements. Probably that they all my subordinates. Trying to build up enough support to gain. Mumble rap. I don't lie. I like mumble rap too.
Family, before I play the video why I came in here today, the change start with me and it start with you. The change does not start with your politicians. We are always looking for people outside of ourselves to make changes for us when the change start with me and you. The Most High is looking for repentance. The Most High is looking for humility. He's looking for us to be humble and to acknowledge the wrongdoing. Just like when you go before a judge, what do you tell the judge? Judge, have mercy upon me. I am rehabilitated. I understand the consequences of my actions, and now I'm a better man. You are willing to go before a flesh and blood judge to confess to him what you are not willing to confess to God, the one who created you, the one who gave you life. We refuse to confess our wrongdoings to him, but we'll take a pen and paper to get out of prison and confess everything to a flesh and blood judge. But the Lord is the ultimate judge. And if you want to be released from prison, confess your faults to your judge, that he may lighten your burden, that your release day may come soon. Because if not, we're going to be going around in the cell, losing our mind, as many are losing their mind, family. Some people cannot take being locked up this long. Some commit suicide. Some just give up. We are behind enemy lines. And we keep saying that we are tired of being locked up. We are tired of being shot down. We are tired of our kids dying. We are tired of being mistreated less than. But if we are truly tired, family, the change start with me and you. All the Lord is looking for is change in our behavior, change in our mind and the way we think. If you think you can do this on your own, you would have been done it by now. You cannot do this alone, family. No one can. We need the Lord more than you know. We need the comfort of the Lord more than you know. This is a lonely walk, just like we are all locked up in the same prison, but we are not able to communicate one with another. The reason why we cannot understand each other's language and speak with the frequency that we need to, because we are all lost. We are all lost, family. And no one is turning on the light bulb, the switch, and taking a stand for his brother and his sister. The reason why? Because we are all battling the same thing. We are all battling the same thing. And that's you. You are battling you. Because this flesh is trying to kill you every chance it gets. But let me play the video. I don't want to be so long. I want to show you a video. Because it doesn't matter how strong I think I am. When I'm by myself, I'm weeping. I'm shedding tears. Tears of hurt. Tears of pain and anguish for what I see my people going through. When you alone, family, that's when the tears come. Because you can see things for what it is that your people cannot see. And that's the burden that you have to bear. Once your eyes is open, there's a burden on you. Because you can see things and you're trying to understand why your people don't want to accept the good that the Lord have waiting at the door. Why we love what we going through, the evil, the hardships, the pain, the anguish. Why do we gravitate to those things? But life, we don't gravitate to those things. But death, we gravitate to those things. Let me open up my window. And I want to show you this video. The pain of our people. The tears of our people. It run deep. It really do run deep. Stop trying to get people to understand your pain who have never been through your pain. Stop crying out to nations who have only enjoyed prosperity. They cannot relate to you. They've been enjoying prosperity for 400-500 years. How you gonna ask them to understand your pain? How you gonna tell them this not fair? It's not supposed to be fair. They're not supposed to treat you as they would treat their white counterparts. The same way I'm not going to treat a white person better than my brother and sister. I am going to be biased towards my brother and sister the same way other nations are biased towards their people. I love my people more than I love somebody outside of my people. I'm going to go all out for my brother and sister. I'm not going to do that for somebody else. So it's not supposed to be fair. They are supposed to be biased. And we supposed to be biased towards our people. Nobody tell no other nationality to love everybody. Nobody tell them that. Nobody. But when they come to us, we have to love everybody. But nobody has to love us. Here you go, family. I want you to look at this and listen to the pain and the anguish and the tears of a mother who have lost her son by the hands of the cops.
Your Honor, Ms. Hamrick has a prepared statement, and I will read it on her behalf. She may still have a comment afterward, but this is her prepared statement. Okay. My name is Vicki Hamrick. I'm legally blind, and I have asked my attorney, Joy Kimbrough, to read this statement on my behalf. On June 1st, 1993, I gave birth to Daniel Edward Hamrick. He was my only child and the love of my life. Daniel recognized at an early age that I had a disability, but he was never ashamed of me or embarrassed by me. He loved me unconditionally and constantly said that he would always take care of me. My son was my eyes. Since he's been gone, things have not been the same, and they never will be. There's not 1 hour that goes by that I do not think of Daniel. Even though I have friends and family, there is a void in me that cannot be filled. Nothing and no one compares to my precious son. I am angry, mad, and disgusted, but I pray that no other mother have to endure what I've endured these last 3 years. I am against this so-called plea deal. I am against the way the state and the defense joined hands to protect this racist, biased, anti-Black criminal system. My son was murdered on video by Nashville police. My son has a right. He has a right to a public jury trial. I want citizens of this community to render a judgment. Yes. I don't want a backroom bargain where the current DA, the former DA, and their ex-co-worker David Rabin emerged from some country golf club course and tell me that my son's life was worth 3 years. And that I'm lucky to get that. We all know if Daniel We all know that if Daniel had executed Delki by shooting him in the back of his head and in his back and in his buttocks as he ran away, he would be riding on death row, waiting on the electric chair. Delki lied about Daniel pointing a gun at him. His terroristic hate group, the FOP, which masquerades as a labor union, immediately went on the attack and tried to publicly assassinate my son's character with a bunch of lies and innuendo. I've gone through so much during these last 3 years as I patiently waited for the day Andrew Delki would face a jury for gunning down my son. Initially, Night Court Commissioner Evan Harris refused to sign a warrant for the arrest of the man who murdered my son. Later, an elected judge decided that a $25,000 bond was sufficient for a first-degree murder indictment. The Nashville Police Department never accepted any accountability. In fact, they allowed a murder defendant to keep his job the entire time, funded by taxpayers, until he resigned yesterday on his own terms. In an unprecedented move, the former district attorney testified for the defendant and against the people. Also, other former high-ranking assistant DAs worked behind the scenes to help prepare the defendant for trial against the people. And in the end, the sitting DA lost his nerve. Instead of allowing the jury to render a judgment at a public trial, he settled for political expediency and forced
I've allowed you some latitude. We're going to have some order in this courtroom. Do we understand each other? All right? And if that person wants to speak out, that person can leave this courtroom. Continue.
and forced a 3-year plea down my throat. I have contempt for this system. I have contempt for this plea. I have contempt for the FOP. And I have a special contempt for Andrew Delki. May you all rot in hell. That concludes Ms. Hambrick's written statement. However, there is another statement that I would like to make, again, on behalf of the family, on behalf of the community, the lawyers involved, and the hundreds upon hundreds of calls I've received in the last maybe 36 hours. Your Honor, we implore you, we beg you, not to accept this plea agreement.
Yes.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the family. It's disrespectful to the community.
Yes.
And it isn't warranted. Based on the facts, a sitting grand jury in Davidson County indicted Andrew Delki on first-degree premeditated murder. Ms. Hambrick, for the last 3 years, has been trying to get mentally ready.
The judge is not moved, family. Those passionate words from the mother did not move the judge. The pain and grief of the community did not move the judge. Look at the judge. He's a part of the system. And even though he's a judge, he still has a boss over him. And if he want to stay a judge, he better not give him more time than the 3 years that they gave him. So he's not moved by the passion of the attorney and the letter by the mother. He's not moved.
For July 12th, the days have changed over time to get ready for that trial. That's the only bit, the only semblance of any justice she may receive for the 3 bullets that struck and killed her son. She waited. The state, the district's attorney's office, in violation of her rights as a victim, did not consult her, did not contact her about the plea negotiations they all in secret had to get rid of this case, just to get rid of it. No one consulted her. Your Honor, yesterday about 2:30 p.m., she found out for the first time that the deal had been done, that it was a foregone conclusion, that his fate had already been determined. They didn't need a jury because white men decided. They decided what was best for this community.
They decided what's best because they are biased towards their own people. Why we can't be selfish like that? Why do we have to love everybody the same way I love my black brother and sister? You can do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm biased towards my people. I love them more. So I'm going to break my back for them to help them where I can. I'm not doing that for a Gentile or a Hamite or a Chinaman or an Asian man or Arab. I'm not doing that, family, because nobody asked them to do it. So don't ask me to do it. They are biased towards their own people. And we have to be the same way when it comes to our people.
And for Ms. Hambrick, Judge, you have the power. The power is used across the state, in other states too. You can reject this plea deal. You can say not on my watch. I'm not accepting this plea deal. And we're begging you, the citizens are begging you, Judge Monty Watkins, to do the right thing and reject this plea deal.
Yes.
It's not fair. It's not justice. It's not justice. Ms. Hambrick is continuously looking for justice and getting slapped in the face and slapped down and treated in an inhumane way. Not even the common courtesy to say, hey, let's talk about this. We want to talk about settling. It was an announcement made to her yesterday where the DA said, I've done it. This is what I'm doing. This is my office. That's it. We're asking you now, Judge. We're asking you, you're the last one that we can come to, that we can turn to, Judge Watkins. You're it. The buck stops there. We're asking you to reject this plea deal, like judges do all the time, in the interest of justice, based on every shred of evidence you've heard, based on the fact that her rights were violated, and based on the fact that 12, but not on however many were on the grand jury, strangers decided that they were going to indict this man on a first-degree premeditated charge. We ask you that, Your Honor. Yes. I think Mr. Henry has something to say. Just take your time.
Her only child. Her only child. Shot in the back of the head. Shot in the back. Shot in the buttocks. Her only child. The pain from 1619 all the way today has been no justice. How can you negotiate with the mind of a man who will feed babies to alligators? How can you negotiate with the mind of a man who will throw women with their babies and feed them to sharks? How can you negotiate with the mind of a man who would let his little white children out of school with a little white women to come watch black people be lynched? And you believe that you can ask this man for justice. You believe you can negotiate with this man's mind. You have been woefully misinformed. You cannot negotiate with the mind of a man who has a fierce countenance. Go look up the word fierce. I'm not going to tell you. Go look up the word fierce countenance. And you come back and tell me what that word means. And you come and tell me, do you think you can negotiate with a man with a fierce countenance?
I can't believe it's Judge. I can't believe it. I've been going through this for 3 years. I can't believe it. Yes. Take your time. Judge, I lost my mother. I lost my grandmother. I lost my father. My father had a stroke and a heart attack. I can't believe it. Because of you. Because of you. I lost my father, my son's father. Because of you. Because of you. He killed himself. I hate you. I hate you. I don't accept your apology because you could have did it.
And don't none of you black people, I can't stand soft, weak black people. Oh, why is she saying she hate him? Why is she saying she don't accept his apology? Be quiet. She has a right to hate him because there's a time for hate. Her son's father killed himself after that police murdered her son. Did you not just hear her? She lost her son's father, killed himself because of the cop murdering her son. She lost her mother, her father, and her son's father. She say she hate him. And who is you who ain't never lost no child to run your mouth and tell this grieving mother how to feel? Keep your mouth closed, man. Now, one thing I can respect, that the judge is not stopping her. You know why? Because he's black himself, and believe me, he understands the history. This man understands the history, and he understands this woman's pain. Don't let this judge fool you. He's allowing her to speak from her heart how she feels. And we have too many sellout black people among us who will say she should not be speaking like that. Who are you to run your mouth? Have you lost a child? Have you lost your only child? If you have not walked in this woman's shoes, shut your mouth. Please be quiet, man. Do us all a favor and be quiet. Please. And the friend killed himself. Do you hear this, man? And her son friend killed himself. I told y'all we in prison. We in prison. And we are behind walls. We are in solitary confinement. 24 hours a day. 12 hours in a day. Same in the night. 24 hours a day. Solitary confinement. And we're just going around in a circle with no assurance of our life. Just in a circle as lost sheep. Just steady going to the slaughter. Look at the Gentile faces. They will never understand your pain. They will never understand your tears. That's why I say, when I'm alone, I weep. When I'm by myself, I weep. Because of the pain. They can never understand. They can never understand. It's all about winning cases for the prosecution. They don't care what he did. The prosecution just try to make sure they keep a good rate of case winning. They just trying to make sure that the case rating of winning is high. They don't care. That's why I would never go to my enemy and express my grievance with my enemy. I'm going to my folk. I'm going to my brother, my sister, and express my feelings to you. Because we understand each other. Never go to the enemy and ask him for justice, for peace, for equality. Because they are biased towards their own people, which they shall be. Why we can't be like that? Why we can't be selfish and biased when it comes to each other? Why, family? The change start with us. I know within your mind and your spirit, you have the ability to love, to change, to be better. But you have to be willing. It's a choice that you have to make. Whether you gonna choose life or death. So much bloodshed. That's why I called this live. Blood toucheth blood. Who cares that we die? Blood toucheth blood. Who cares that we die? No one. Not even us. No one. Not even us. It's never gonna be fair, brother. I just wanted y'all to see that. I just wanted y'all to see that. I wanted y'all to see that. The pain run deep. The pain run deep. We have to become better, family. We have to start loving each other. It's not that hard to love. You love everybody else. So that's how I know it's not that hard to love. We got to stop the hate. We got to stop the envy. We got to stop the jealousy. Build each other up. It's not that hard, family. Turn back to the maker, the judge. The Lord have sentenced us to a sentence. And we are doing the time. But we can get an early release if we are rehabilitated. We can get an early release if we change our behavior and become rehabilitated. We're in solitary confinement 24 hours a day. They tell us what to eat, what we can't eat. They tell us where we can live, where we can't live. We are in solitary confinement 24 hours a day. And we are all in our little cell as individuals. And many are losing their mind, family. We don't even pray for each other. But we wish death on each other. We won't pray for each other, but we wish death on each other. No words of encouragement, but only words of death and not life that is being spewed in the Black community. All we do is harm each other. No love, no peace, no truth, nothing. So why do you go to these people to ask them for laws to be changed when you are harming yourselves? You don't respect you, so how they supposed to? The Lord is knocking at the door. The Lord is knocking at the door of your mind. And he's asking you to open up the door of your mind and let him come in that we all may be rehabilitated. Stop thinking that white folks is going to treat you like white folk. They not supposed to treat you better than their kind. Nobody on the earth treats you better than their own people, black man and black woman. So why you cannot do the same? Why you cannot do that for your brother and your sister? Why? Why, family? The same way that they get on TV and they paint negative pictures of black folk, all us with YouTube channels should be countering that by painting the right type of image about black folk. By nature, we are not evil. We are the most loving and compassionate people on the earth, but we give our love to the wrong people. We give our compassion to the wrong people. This what y'all just don't understand. It's okay to live in peace with everybody else, but I only want to be around my own people. Let me say that again. I have no problem with the nations. God created the nations, gave them land, gave them a people. They love each other. They only dwell among each other. But they live in peace by not harming other people. That's the same that I want for myself. I want to be able to dwell in peace with other nations, but I only want to be around my own people. I'm comfortable around my own people. I'm not comfortable outside of my people mingling with the nations. If you want to do that, that's on you. But for me, I'm going to live in peace and give the nations their respect if they give me my respect by dwelling with them across the street. If they speak, I speak. If they kind, I'm kind. They salute me, I salute them. But I'm going to do mine from on my side with my folk, with my people. Nobody tell the Arab man to go in the community with the black folk and build with them. Nobody tell the African man to go in the black community and build with them. Nobody tell the China man and the Gentile man and the Asian man to go into the black community and build with them. But when it come to us, that's wrong that you don't love everybody, black man. That's wrong that you don't love everybody, black woman. But why y'all don't go tell the Asians that? And the Gentiles, and the Hamites, and the Japanese man, and the Chinese man, and the Arab man. You don't tell them people to do it, but we supposed to do it. I had to share the video, family. Our pain run deep. And it's not going to get better until we go before the judge of the whole earth and let the Most High know through his son that, Father, in faith in your son, I am rehabilitated. I am a better man and better woman. And I understand my crimes. And I understand the consequences of my actions. And I am asking, can you free me on an early release date that I may get back into society and become productive, a better person, a loving person, a caring person? That's what I'm asking, Father. We have not yet repented to the Most High Yah as a nation. We have not went before the throne of the judge of the whole earth and asked him for forgiveness for our crimes against him. Until we do that, we're going to be in this prison behind these walls with people who could care less about us. A lot of people don't want to accept the fact that the Lord created prisons. The Lord created the police. This is not by accident. This is to keep us in check. We have to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments. We have to come back to the Son. And through him, we worship the Father. We got to acknowledge our sins. We got to treat each other better. It's not that hard, family. You cannot tell me loving your brother is hard. Loving your sister is not hard, family. These things are easy. Easy. Because it's a choice. I choose to love the black man and black woman. I choose to handle God's business when I'm teaching. I choose to speak from the heart with passion and what convicts me to reach my brothers. I choose to do this. I could have rejected the will of God and went on about my life and had to deal with the consequences, but I could have rejected it. But I choose not to, because there's consequences to everything we do. And if I wasn't doing this, I know God would either be chastising me or probably would have killed me for my rebellion. This is bigger than me. This is God's program to reach a people who have been dead for over 400 years. Salute to Abaisi. Salute to Crystal. Salute to Law Lady K. I had to come in here, man. I'm not as strong as I think I am, family. Because when I'm by myself, the tears come running down. When I'm alone, the tears is flowing. And the aching of pain through my eyes, it hurts. It hurts to see what we got to go through for correction. But a lot of us are not getting it, man. Look at what we have to go through to be corrected. We have to die to be corrected. We have to see our children die to be corrected. We got to see our mamas and daddies die to be corrected. What about our grandmothers and grandfathers who the police don't have no sympathy on the old or the young? We are just watching each other die. But there is a better way. And it's through the scriptures. I don't care if you black people don't believe in God. I don't care if you say this a white man's book. You have to live with the choices you make. And if you want to be rebellious, be rebellious. I am trying to reach the babies, the kids, the little ones who you never gave a chance to. You a grown man and grown woman. I can't convince you of anything. If the Bible cannot convince you, there's no words I can say to you to convince you. Salute, Ariel. If the scriptures cannot change you, it is nothing that I can say to change you. If the Bible cannot conform your mind to be rehabilitated and be better, there's no words I can say to rehabilitate you. The Bible is the answer. The Bible is the key. The Bible have all the answers of life from Genesis to Revelation. You just won't give your God a chance. You blame God, but won't look in the mirror at yourself and change you before you put the blame on somebody else. What are you doing to change you? Nothing. God is not the blame of nothing what we going through. God show us our actions through our ignorance, and that's why we die. He's showing us the actions of our ignorance, and that's why your children die. He's showing you the actions of your ignorance, and that's why our mamas and daddies are crying over caskets because of ignorance, because of a lack of knowledge and wisdom. What are you teaching your babies? What are you teaching your babies? All I want to know is what it's going to take. How many more got to die? How many more kids got to die? How many more mothers have to die? How many more fathers have to die? What about our grandmothers and grandfathers? Over the 4th of July, it was over 400 shootings. And guess who was doing the shooting, family? People that look just like me and you. We are not getting better, we're getting worse. We are not getting better, it's getting worse. So how you going to see your enemy coming when you are making your brother and sister your enemy? Y'all think they making purge movies for nothing? Y'all remember the one that was called The First Purge? When they went into the black community and they was just shooting up all the black people in the housing projects. They made that movie to show you what the militia groups is planning to do against black people. So you mean to tell me that they are at gun ranges practicing on how to kill black folk, and y'all out here fighting each other? What I don't understand about black folk is that when it comes to each other, you are the toughest Negro on the block. Boy, you a big bad machine. Boy, you the baddest man in the neighborhood to your own brother. But when it comes to other people, you are soft and weak. You humble down. But with your brother, you bad. I'm talking Michael Jackson bad. The weapons of our warfare are not guns, family. Do you have the right to protect yourself? Absolutely. But as a nation, we are not getting out of this captivity by fighting these Gentiles. They was put in place to be a whooping stick, and they doing it good. They are whooping Israel. Our job is only to change. Once we do the changing, God is going to remove that whooping stick and start whooping them. How come you think when the police kill a black man, he don't go to jail? Don't tell me about these 1 or 2 cops who getting 3 years, 5 years. Man, that's not justice. Justice supposed to be when they kill one of ours, one of theirs supposed to die. That's true justice. But according to the scriptures, we have to allow the Lord to fight our battles. That's why I don't worry about the nations. Let them do what they supposed to do. They was put in place to do what they're doing. Our only job is to change, to go before the judge and let him know I have learned my lessons. I'm going to be better. And I also repent of the evil of my doing. And I'm going to be better, Father, and become better. Words without action means nothing. Words without action means nothing. Actions is everything. I'm all about the actions. Words mean nothing. That's right, Abaisi. We are purging each other. We are purging each other. My brother Abaisi said there has been 4 or 5 shooters between Friday and yesterday. It feels like we are purging each other. Absolutely. My beloved sister Crystal said, one of my 4, the generation cousins, got shot in the head. They buried him Friday. Wow. Wow. The video that I just played, her son, her only child, was shot in the back of the head by the cops, in the back and in the buttocks. And they only gave the cop 3 years. They only gave the cop 3 years, family. Before I get up out of here, do y'all want to come on the panel and give y'all take? I'm going to drop the link to my brethren. I want to hear what y'all have to say, family. Because I do agree with your advice. We are purging each other, my brother. We are purging each other. This is not an easy walk, family. This is not an easy walk. And that's why you got to stay prayed up. You have to. You have to stay prayed up to be strengthened, to be strong in these last days. Because so many of our people giving up and they cannot endure this captivity. So they giving up. And we got to pray for those who are weak in faith. And we got to strengthen them. Not despise them, not put them down, but lift them up, that they may be strong in the day of battle. And I was sitting on the floor before I put this live together. And the tears just started coming down, man. It's just tears of sorrow. Just tears of pain, man. Just started coming down, man. Salute, my brother.
Hey, shalom, brother.
What the business is, advice? How you doing?
Hold on, let me just turn the YouTube down.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah, man. It's just going crazy down here right now, man. It's it's like a war zone. Oh,
you
sorry.
You know what?
Yep.
No, you good. What I was gonna say is that advice is that I was watching the news report of the sister who lost her son. He was shot in the back of the head. He was shot in the back. He was also shot in the buttocks. They only
Okay.
gave the cop 3 years, brother. 3 years.
Yeah, that's believable.
And
Yeah.
the mother said, I don't forgive you, I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
And black people have to stop telling other black people she shouldn't say that. That's wrong.
No,
No, there's a
no.
time for everything, man.
Time for hate. Yeah.
We're not living in a time of love right now.
Nope.
We're living in a time of the great hatred, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Great hatred. And it's so simple that all the Lord is asking Israel, just turn to me and repent, and I will heal you. I mean, simple.
Yeah, to us it seems simple, but the thing is, because you remember what the second part of repenting is. You got to change your ways. You got to stop
You
what
have
you're
to
doing.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely,
and
bro.
and not all of our people are willing to do that right now. You know,
Right.
like they. I don't know, man. Like when I tell people, especially and family members also, they don't really. I don't know, man. They take it for a joke. They don't really believe. And not all of them, but some of them. And I say it's so simple. This is all you got to do, and I don't know. I guess they have no faith, or they just don't believe,
I really
or they just
believe that
refuse. Yeah.
I really believe that a lot of people do not want to hearken to the word of God because they feel like it's too much to do. Like it's too many rules you have to follow, too many
Yeah.
commandments, but it's not even hard. All you
Right.
have to do is walk in the fruits of the spirit, have faith
Hmm.
in the Hamashiach, and keep the Big 10. Because
But
that's what Christ really came to preach.
you know what I was thinking about also. Do you think another reason is because they don't trust the Lord?
Oh yeah, Bice, I'm gonna be real with you. Our people hate God.
Yeah,
They hate him.
I
And
agree.
the reason why, because I have actually heard black people say the reason why they don't believe in God or trust God because look what He is allowing to happen to us.
But they have no knowledge on the reason why we're in our condition.
But they don't want to hear it though. But look, they won't even give you enough time to explain it because they are already angry at the condition. So when you try to explain it to them, they immediately reject it. I don't want to
Right,
hear that. I don't want to
right,
hear that. Get that white
right.
man's book out of my face.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not even
Damn.
knowing about that this is not a white man's book. This is a
Hmm.
book for Israelites by Israelites,
Right,
ordained by the Most High through His Son.
right. Exactly.
Full of jewels. This Bible is full of jewels and treasures.
Yeah.
This
If you have
Bible
a
is full of
question, yeah.
life.
If you have a question, the Bible will answer it. I tell you that much.
Thank you, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I call this live Blood Touches Blood.
Hmm.
Who cares that we die? Nobody.
Nope.
Nobody. How you gonna go to somebody and try to negotiate with a man's mind who will feed babies to alligators, who will throw women
Exactly.
overboard to sharks? How you gonna negotiate with a mind like that, family?
Yep. You know what that
I
is?
don't know.
That's that Stockholm syndrome, though. They got used to they got used to the abuse that they side with their captors.
What is gonna take, man? What is gonna take for a group
Oh,
of people to get it?
I'll tell you what it's going to take. It's going to take the blood to the horse's bridle. That's what
Absolutely.
that's what it's going to take.
Absolutely. But why do we have to come to that? That's why God said, when I came to you and tried to reason with you, man, this man said, let's reason together. He even
Hmm.
asked you, let me know what I did wrong, Israel. What did I do wrong? He didn't do
Hmm.
nothing wrong. We
Right.
did the wrong, but we are blaming him for the wrong. Even when babies die, what's the first thing people say? Well, why God let babies die?
Like God made. Yeah.
Why God let
Exactly.
babies get cancer? First of all, it is not God's fault that babies die. It's our ignorance and stupidity to why our babies die.
Yeah. People don't understand. You know what it is? Because like you said, it was a choice. There's a lot of choices that we make beforehand that could cause the destruction later on. Just like the things
Right.
we put in our body. Like say if a parent is or a mother or whatever, is a drug addict, and her child could be born with, well, we will be born with drugs in the system, but with other birth defects, but they don't really understand that, and that could cause for things that later on down the road.
Right, absolutely. So they
You
blame
know?
God for the reason why
So
the
they blame
baby got
God, right?
beaten.
They blame right.
There's a
Yeah,
scripture
man.
in the Bible. There's a scripture in the Bible that goes like this, Israel. You told God that his ways was not right. But then God said, no, my ways are right. Your ways is unright.
Mm-hmm.
So how you going to go to a righteous God who only do good and tell him his ways are not right because you are not willing to change your behavior?
Exactly.
How you going to put the blame on the creator of the whole earth who told you, I give you two options, life and death, life and death. And we have chosen death. So how can you blame God when he told you to choose life? He gave you the two options and then say choose life.
Yeah, but how many times have he given us that choice, though?
Plenty of time.
In the Bible, how many times?
Plenty of time.
First, and I can't remember. I know off the top of my head, Eden, and when Israel was asked for a king.
Right.
Those are only two, but I know that there's way more than that.
I'm telling you, Israel, I'm telling you right now. You don't got to listen to my words. It doesn't matter. But like a Bison just said, the Lord is going to have to kill so many Negroes for the other Negroes to fall in line.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say it again. The Lord is going to kill so many black people that the other black people he keep alive is going to fall in line. Do you see what it have to come to? It have to come to blood coming up to the horse's bridle, your dead corpse laying in the street, the stink coming out your body for the other Negroes to fall in line.
That's sad.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
Sad. He's not going to even pity your children.
Nope. Or the elderly.
Let them die. Or the elderly. He going to let them die. And you see it now. You see it now, black man and black woman. Your children are dying before you. You are outliving your babies and you still going to the nations and crying, asking them for laws. But you won't keep our laws.
That's so funny, man. But yeah, you're right.
No justice, no peace. Well, number one, you wasn't brought over here for justice.
Right.
Number two, God told you weren't going to have no peace. So why are you asking a man to give you something that he would never give you? This man is biased towards his own people. Why we cannot practice this type of selfishness? That don't mean you gotta hate the nations. That just means I am gonna go all out for my people the same way they do it for theirs. We can, hey, you stay across your street, I'ma stay across my street. You give me a salute, I'ma salute you. You speak to me, I'ma speak to you. You give me my respect, you gonna get your respect. That's how I dwell with the nations. I don't want to be around them. I don't got no friends ever in my life of another nationality. I only want to be around my people. Is that so bad?
Exactly. Nah, man, we like being in their faces, man. We like being up under them in their faces, and I've said, and I've told people that I have to put my people first. I have to have preference for my people, and just think that that's racism,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Everybody does that. Everybody's biased toward their own people. Except
Talk
us.
to me. Yes, a bison.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
But we the only people supposed to love everybody, brother.
Yep. We're taught that. That's why.
Yes.
We're taught. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like even in the whole idea of one America, equality and all that other stuff. We're the only ones that believe that. The other nations don't believe that.
Right. You absolutely correct, but they do not believe that.
No, they don't.
on us. I'm going to say it like this. The same way that God gave you two options, life and death, don't you know, Israel, those are the same two options until this day that you have?
Mm-hmm.
You either going to choose life and live, or you going to just keep dying. The choice is yours, man.
That's right.
We don't get on these panels to come and talk soft to you and to play with this people. Israel is a people. You cannot play with this people. You have to talk to them direct.
Right.
They don't
Exactly.
understand. They don't understand the little sweet talk. They don't understand trying to, make it sound good and go around them. No, you got to speak through them. That's all they understand. You got to penetrate their mind.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand nothing else, Abaisi.
Yeah, in no uncertain terms. You got to let it be concrete, you know?
Absolutely. Abaisi, let me say this, brother. I
Go
was
ahead,
on
brother.
YouTube. I was on YouTube yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And the amount of people, Abaisi, they allowed Tila Tequila to cause black women to go up in the uproar about their hair, and black women have put a curse on their own head because it did not come from God. This is what I mean when I say you black women allow Tila Tequila to make a video and condemn your hair, and now y'all went and made videos talking about, she proving our point. She didn't prove nothing.
Exactly.
Stop putting curses on y'allself, man. The God did not curse black women outside of Deuteronomy chapter 28. We all got cursed in Deuteronomy chapter 28, and he did not set aside another curse for black women's hair. Stop, man. Knowledge is power. Wisdom is the key, and get you some understanding.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I'll say this, man, about YouTube and other social media. I think a lot of our people need to take a break from it sometimes with the things that they let in, because even when you're watching on Black YouTube, if you're not careful, if you watch some of these channels, they could drive you to hate black men and black women,
Absolutely,
just by the rhetoric, but just by the toxic rhetoric,
Yeah.
So I think that sometimes I think that we need a break sometimes. Just put all that or we have to monitor what we let in, I should say.
No, you are absolutely correct, my brother. I'm in agreement with you that we have to be careful. I unsubscribe from so many YouTube channels because I realize not everybody is doing this for the same reason, Abaisi. Not everybody is willing to teach unadulterated truth, my brother.
Right.
They're going to always have something in there that just don't sound right. Now, yesterday when I was live, I was so bold. I said, God, if you don't have a son, delete my whole YouTube channel, take all the videos away, and my channel should not be up tomorrow. Well, evidently my channel's still up because God told us to be careful with what come out our mouth. So I let it come out my mouth. For all you goofy Negroes out there who say Christ don't exist, why my channel still up?
That's crazy, man.
Should have been taken down.
Christ don't exist. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say to that, man. I don't. So if Christ don't exist, what's gonna deliver us from our condition?
They said the Most High Yah.
Oh, so the Most High is gonna come down and deliver us.
They really believe that. Yes, they really believe that, Abaisi.
Okay.
They believe that the Most High Yah now, who's a straight spirit, a consuming fire, is going to come down in the midst of dirty, filthy, flesh and blood people like us, and he's going to deliver us.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, brother. It's not going to happen. That's why Christ is the mediator between us and the Father.
He's the middleman, yeah.
You can't go straight to the Father. You got to go through the Son to get to the Father. That's why Christ is telling you, all who deny me, I'm going to deny you before my Father. And all you Israelites, I agree with Abaisi. I found out some Abaisi. I was meditating, brother, and I was praying. And I used to get so mad when people would not accept the word of God, because I was like, how can you reject something so beautiful, so precious, that can save you? And I was meditating, brother, and God put into my spirit and said, And let me tell y'all, I didn't hear a voice for all y'all out there who like to say, I
Yeah.
heard God speaking to me. God
Right.
speak through your spirit. Just
I
like when
believe
you
so
walking
too.
down.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Just like when you walking down the street and something in your mind say, now don't go left, go right. That's the Lord doing that. So he spoke to my spirit. And I realized some advice. Why I'm getting mad at people who don't want to accept Christ. Why I'm getting mad at people who don't want to accept all the book. They where they supposed to be. That's what the Lord showed me. The false doctrine people over there with the false doctrine people. Those who Old Testament, they over there with the Old Testament. Those who don't
Right.
believe in Christ, they over there with those who don't believe in Christ. Those who believe in all the Bible, they over here with us, brother.
Right.
Everybody where they supposed to be, advice.
But you know why we get upset though? I'm telling you, this is the reason why. Is because we love our people so much. We want to see change. That's why we, you know, that's what, even though you have that answer, you're still going to try to save souls no matter what.
Absolutely, brother. You're right. You're right. You're right. But I think sometimes the Lord don't want us to get so caught up in the flesh that it allow us to allow those type of distractions to cause us not to continue to do his will.
Yeah, I see.
You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I hear what you're saying.
It's not an easy walk. And for those of us who's teaching, it's even a harder burden. Because I was up yesterday, 3, 4 in the morning, didn't get into the bed until 5 o'clock because I was on the phone with my brother Ariel. And I was telling him that I am going to do the Isaiah 3:16 lesson again, but this time I was going to go a little deeper. Nobody can tell me.
I was going to ask you because I know that was revisited. What made you revisit it?
The reason why I revisited, brother, because Tila Tequila had black women making all these videos condemning themselves.
I see. Okay.
Abaisi, black women do not have a curse from God on their head, brother.
Yeah. Now you made it clear yesterday.
You know?
again. You know?
I just don't, Abaisi, this is what I don't understand, brother. This is what I don't understand. Before you teach something to Abaisi, you got to know without a shadow of a doubt what you're about to bring forth is the unadulterated truth, right?
Right. That's true.
So why when they bring forth Isaiah 3:16, why they never start at verse 1, my brother? Why?
Well, because it's gonna it's gonna get in the way of their lives. That's why.
So why teach it when you don't have the full understanding? You see what I'm saying? Like Abaisi, if I don't understand something, I'm not going to bring it forth.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it has to be like that's going into wickedness, though. You know, like when you know something's wrong and you still do it. You know, when you deceive people on purpose, just like the 12 tribes chart, just like the chart. You know,
there you go. There you go, my brother. Just like the chart. Like, why are you defending something that you know within your spirit is in error?
Right. But hey, brother, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So you know, where it says that the Northern Kingdom is in the Assyrian area until this day, right? So like, but why don't people like? So when the Bible says until this day, like I don't understand. Like, do people run past that, or like they don't? I don't know. It's like they just look over that until this day part. Because to me, until this day means now. From back then to now.
Absolutely,
you know?
It do. But so, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that I found out. When we first come into this truth, we all excited, right?
Yep.
We excited and we angry at the same time because now we know we've been lied to, and now the truth is coming out, and it make us happy and it make us angry. That's why he says it's gonna be bitter, but in your mouth it's gonna be like honey. But once it hits your belly, it's gonna be bitter, right?
Right.
This what I found out, my beloved brother. Everybody come into the truth for different reasons. Some people come into the truth just to know their nationality and they cool with that.
Right.
Some people come into the truth, they have the knowledge, but not enough to walk into the fruits of the spirit until God to take them higher, to higher knowledge. Some people, God take them to a higher level of knowledge because of the humility. Many are lacking humility, brother.
Yeah.
And that's why they cannot navigate through the scriptures and paint the picture that needs to be painted to edify the people.
I see. Man, there's levels to it.
It's levels to knowledge. And that's why God say, seek me. eat this book, drink this book. Let's be real, Abaisi. We can tell by the comments that we get, brother, not too many people seeking this book.
No, of course not. Of
They
course
are
not.
parrots. They are parrots of what another man told them, Abaisi, and they're going to take what that man said, and they're going to bring it to me and you.
Right.
And they're going to try to convince us that we in error when you got that from a man and you didn't even fact check and read that for yourself.
Right. That's true. That is true. And I think the majority of people in the camps, that's like, that's how they operate.
There you go.
I honestly, I want to say that they don't understand, but oh, sorry, I got a feedback. Hey, brother, do you hear me?
Oh yeah, you good. You good.
Oh yeah, I had a little feedback, but yeah, I don't believe. I don't know. I'm probably giving them too much credit, but I just believe that they just going by from what's taught to them from teacher to student to and it keeps just get passed down without even going and checking the information to see if it's correct.
Okay. Now look. You're not giving them too much credit, brother, because I'm gonna tell you like this. When we all came into the knowledge, we all received the information as it was at that moment, right?
Right.
But at some point, Abaisi, we have to also study for self to understand the information we receive is correct. Because guess what? If I'm going to teach what another man told me and never read for myself, that can cause me to get cut off with that man because God going to say, why you never read for yourself?
That's true.
So you are correct that they do have the knowledge. Many are called, my brother, but few are chosen. Many are called to teach those who are chosen, but they themselves going to get cut off. Many are called, brother. They have the knowledge. A lot of the camps, they understand the book, but they have no humility. They don't walk in the fruit of the spirit. All they do is condemn. That's not the ways of Christ. Even though they have the knowledge, because the Pharisees and Sadducees knew the law, but they was hateful.
Right. No, they were way off though. They had the Pharisees was way off. They were doing things that, no, go ahead.
You understand what I'm saying though? That you can have knowledge and still be lost.
That's true.
A lot of the camps, they understand history, they understand the book, they know our nationality, they can teach the people, but they are lost.
Yeah.
We are judged by our fruits, Abaisi. That's why, Abaisi, I'm always telling people I don't know anything. And the reason why I keep doing that, brother, because when you walk into a room and you see all these theologians and preachers that's called bishop and prophet, and you walk into the room and you just humble, you got a pair of jeans on, some sneakers, you got your little locks in your hair, and everybody looking at you like, man, who is this Negro? And you walk in there and say, oh man, I'm just in here, I don't know nothing, I'm trying to learn. And once the Bible get open, you get to swinging that sword. And they looking at you and saying, this Negro say he ain't know nothing. I don't. God know everything, and he's doing the swinging. I'm just reading the scriptures.
Like
I get his man all the credit, man.
Yeah, like you said, you don't know nothing, and they don't know nothing either. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, advice. Hey, let me say this too. If y'all have not subscribed to Abaisi's channel, please go subscribe to my brother. Let me say it again. My brother have started a series where he asks a question. And these questions that he asks, it make you think. He let you answer the question. He just asks it. He just asks questions, and you can write your answer in the comment section. Go subscribe to my brother, man, and give him your support. Because let me say something. We can all say we don't care about support. I don't care who subscribe, but let's be real, we all do want support because it encourages us to keep going. So please give my brother support. Subscribe to my brother Abaisi's channel. What's your channel, Abaisi? Let him know.
The name of the channel?
Yeah.
Hold on. Well, the name was just, I don't think that it has a name. It's just, it's just my name.
You know what? Let me do this. Let me open up my window, and I'm gonna show them the channel.
Okay, thank you.
And then that way I'm just gonna copy, then I'm gonna put it in the box.
Yeah, because I mean, to tell you the truth, I did it mainly for for the CUC. You know, I
Absolutely.
really wasn't thinking, about no much further than that.
Now, but look, that's good. Bison, that's good you doing that because it can also help other brothers and sisters.
Right. Just to think is it, the thing is just to open the dialogue and get the people to think of why the things that we see, why are they like that, and why do we accept those things? You know,
Absolutely. Right.
because a person could be doing something and you're like, why are you doing that? You'd be like, oh well, that's just the fad. Everybody's doing it, but it has a spiritual meaning, either negative or positive behind it.
Right. Absolutely. I'm in
So that's
agreement.
so that's the main focus of it. Yeah.
There you go, family. I just put a Bice's YouTube channel in the chat box. Go subscribe to my brother. Check out the videos that he been dropping because, hey, I told him to keep it coming because I love what he doing because these questions that he asking, it really do make you think. So, yeah, salute to my brother Bison, man. So, y'all
Thank you
make
very
sure
much,
y'all.
brother.
Oh, yeah, already, brother. And, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even know, brother, you was dropping videos. That goes to show you how YouTube hide our channels.
Yeah.
Somebody
Well,
sent me your video, Amina Cole.
Because you already see. I hear what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys gave me Moshe and Sister Bees are the ones that gave me motivation to do that. Because I had these questions and I had the questions in my head or whatever, but I never thought to make any type of video or whatever. But then I'm watching y'all and I'm like, damn, why not put it out there, and it may help the family,
Absolutely. And guess what? That's why I be saying we all give each other motivation. We all give each other these motivations. So that's what I mean when I say we need the encouragement and we need to encourage one another to be better than we was yesterday. That's the whole purpose of walking in the fruits of the spirit because you never know who listening, you never know who watching. And if somebody look up to you as a teacher and the way you swing a sword and you get to conducting yourself sideways, you can cause that person to stumble, man.
That's true.
Why you got to G-check yourself every day, man, and make sure you are walking how you supposed to walk in the Lord to be a true servant.
Right. Because like you said, you could turn people away also,
Absolutely, a Bison.
From the path. Yeah. That's true.
Let me say this right here. I don't like to acknowledge stupidity. So I'm not going to acknowledge your stupidity, but what I will say is this. It's sad that you have grown men, brother, who come to people's YouTube channels, go all out their way to wake up early in the morning, come to another man's channel and bother a man who don't know you, who ain't never said nothing to you. Y'all are sad, man. But you know what? Salute to the haters. Because
brother,
I know without a shadow of a doubt, if I wasn't doing right, I would not get all this opposition. And if my little small family was not doing right or trying to the best of our ability to do right, we would not be getting all this opposition. Because a lot of y'all, I don't even know you, ain't never had no words with you. I don't even know y'all. But y'all still find y'all way to come to my channel and bother me early in the morning. How about you go get you a pack of them Shipley donuts, get you a glass of coffee and dip the donut in the coffee and have you a donut in a small and leave K. Judah alone.
Well, actually, they probably just need a woman in the bed to wake up to. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man. When you put so much effort into what another man doing, I mean, I understand you can have pushback on something that's being said if you want to challenge a man's doctrine, but to just to get up and bother another man, I'm serious. I think that goes into like homosexuality and all that. I'm being honest, man. Take your time just to get up to and another man on your mind. Your wife or your girlfriend should be on your mind, not another man. That's crazy, though.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But see, I don't get that energy no more. Because one thing that I told myself, that I'm not asking nobody to come on the panel. Those days is over with, because when we was asking people to come prove their doctrine, we couldn't get nobody to come on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we can't get nobody to come on the panel, because most people who love to run their mouth do not know how to rightly divide the word of God.
Mm.
They love to talk. One dude went into another comment box trying to bash me and didn't even know that I was in the live watching in the background. Out of nowhere. I don't even know this brother. He gonna talk about you got some brother named K. Judas show. He think he a teacher. I don't even know you, brother. And I'm not a teacher. I'm just a servant. I'm nothing.
Yeah. So did he approach you and so what was the reason for him saying that? Did he say what problem he had with you? Or
No,
just hating? That's it.
What it was is that he was upset because he was trying to talk to me in the comment section, right?
Uh-huh.
And I say, brother, if you got anything against what I teach, I'm gonna go set up a live and I'm gonna wait for you to come on the panel. He in the background the whole time listening to the live, but never hit the link. So I told him, you wasting my time, brother. Why would you tell me that I'm in error with the Nephilims and the angels and all that? So I said, okay, come show me where I'm in error at. The brother never hit the link, dog, so he just wasted my time. So I guess he got offended and went into another live stream trying to bash me, bro. I told him, brother, I say, brother, I don't know you, and you don't know me, dog. I say, I waited for you. He gonna tell me I was listening in the back. So why you waste my time then, dog? So from that day forward, I said, I'm not letting nobody on my panel unless it's you, brethren, or the sisters, because I realize it's a waste of time.
That's crazy.
Time.
So he had this perfect opportunity to ask, to say where you was in error, but he didn't take the opportunity?
I waited for him about a whole hour. Just waiting.
I remember that. I think I remember that too.
I waited on him for a whole hour.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Never came to the panel. But anyway, family, please understand this. When you get opposition, when the devil is sending people your way, it's the spirit that working in you. Satan know what you're doing, and he know who's teaching unadulterated truth. He knows trying to the best of their ability to teach what thus said the Lord, and he gonna come at you, family. It's just what it is. You just got to be ready for the tactics that he used. Don't be ignorant of his devices.
Right. Well, you know what? I prefer that if someone's gonna hate, that they do it, in front of my face and not,
Absolutely.
in back, because I want to know who my enemies are. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, I'd rather a person just tell me who they are and what they're about than stewing in the back and plotting.
But look, I'm gonna tell you something. This is not women doing this. These are men.
I know who it is. Let me try to tell you. That's what I told you. I know. They got that. Like I said, they got that spirit, a certain type of spirit. I don't want to say it on here, but
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But say,
it's
family,
it's unclean spirit. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah.
Absolutely. But what else been going on, Abaisi? How it been in your neck of the woods?
I'm just listen, man. To tell me the truth, there's a lot of stuff going on around me. As far as destruction, but that's outside. In here, inside my house or whatever, or in my circle, it's been all good, man. I can't complain.
Okay.
Every day before I leave the house, me and my wife pray for the hedge of protection, and we thank the Lord for the provision and the protection that He provides for us.
Talk that talk.
So I can't. Right. I mean, whatever issue we have or whatever, we make sure that we settle it. We talk amongst each other. And just leave it at that. Like I said, I live a simple life, man. I don't have too many people around me or too many, bad things going on. I can't complain. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm with you, brother. You talk about got a simplistic mind. If you was around your brother K. Judy, anybody tell you know me. I got a simplistic mind, man. I don't like all the attention. Walking into a room and everybody say, "Oh, let go, K. Judy, what's good?"
Right.
I just like to be left alone. I like to sit in the corner. I don't need to be acknowledged. I live a simplistic life, brother.
Yes.
I'm very simple. Very simple.
Exactly.
Just give me some.
Oh no, go ahead, brother.
No, I was gonna say, give me some good food, Give me unsolved mysteries, and I'm good.
There you go.
That's
Yeah,
it.
man. I don't make listen, I mean, I'm the leader of this house, and I'm not, and I can't make things complicated, because if anything happens, it's falling on my head,
Right. I feel you.
So I try to
feel
keep things as simple as possible. Yeah, man. I don't got time, and I don't got time for all the craziness, man.
Yeah, I feel you, man. But man, Bison, you a humble, solid brother, man. So you got that
Thank
meek
you.
spirit on you too, brother.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Straight up. So
Yeah,
I
man. I'm
already
not
know.
nobody, nobody else.
I already know it's peace around you because you got that meek and humble spirit on you, brother.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you have knowledge on things, and if something's going to work for you, then you have to exercise it. You can't if something's bad for you, just like I'm just going to bring up the YouTube thing for example. Now, if there's a channel that you don't believe in, or there's someone says something that you don't follow, like why go to that? Like why even let that in? Like I have a saying: why go to hell and expect the devil not to be the devil?
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
If I don't agree, I stay away.
Right.
But some people when on YouTube, I find that they hate. I call it hate watch. So they hate the person, hate their message, but they gotta watch and see what they're doing.
Right. Right.
Yeah, man. That's foolishness, man. That's lunacy. But I just try to keep my everything in my life as simple as possible, man. You can't go wrong.
Hey, family, this is my brother Bice's channel. Y'all check my brother out.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't even know the ins and outs and all that of everything. Yeah, I'm still learning as I go along, but it's kind of fun just trying to discover new things, man. How it works.
Oh yeah, I got you. Hey, I want them to hear this question. This question number 4.
Okay.
Shalom, family. Today's question is, why do our people follow the ways of other nations? And I'm specifically talking about dyeing our hair partially or fully blonde. Many of you may not agree with my assessment, but I have to call it as I see it. In Romans 12:2, it tells us not to conform to the ways of the world, but we should be transformed by the renewing our minds. When we put away or disagree with the ways of the world, we will be changed and made anew. That's just one step, but it's a necessary step of coming back to the Hamashiach. Now let me get into the history of it all. It started with the Egyptian god Horus, or Heru. The figure of the child Horus holding his finger up to his mouth represents the fascination with children putting their fingers in their mouth or sucking on their fingers in Egyptian lore. In the days of the Ptolemaic Empire, Horus was adopted into Greek culture and turned into Hippocrates. And the finger to the mouth gesture was changed to the Greco-Roman gesture of silence. That made Hippocrates the god of silence. Also, Hippocrates was given blonde hair to mirror the image of some of the Greeks of that time. The true problem begins when actors, entertainers, and athletes of our time adopt the blonde hair to communicate with their Luciferian masters. It's a form of esoteric symbolism. Our people engage in celebrity worship and adopt this custom without understanding its meaning. We should understand the things we do, especially if it's designed to pull us away from the Most High and the Mashiach. Thank you, family. I love you all. Shalom.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? How he asked that question, man.
Mm-hmm. And K. Judah, let me say this too. If you look at a lot of magazines and advertisements, you'll see that the finger to the lips thing that a lot of entertainers do. And like I said, yeah, you've seen it, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, all the time.
And the other one is when they hide part of their eye, like their right or their left eye, they'll have like their hand over it or some object over it, and all those things are to send messages that regular people we wouldn't know, but they know, but people in in that type of life, in Hollywood or the entertainment industry or even the sports industry, they know what they're doing. They're sending them
Hey,
a message. Yeah.
you just taught me something, brother, because that's why I was telling you, man, keep them videos coming up, Bison, because
Mhm.
those series, they're going to help somebody, brother. I'm telling you.
Right.
Just
Right.
keep dropping them.
All right. Thank you,
Keep
brother. I
dropping them.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, because when I first watched number 1 all the way to 4,
Oh,
man, I was
okay.
just like, man, I was like, man, I love what my brother doing. That's good how you ask the question and let the person answer.
Right.
And everybody may come up with a different answer. Like when you asked
Right.
about should we choose a wife based on the fruits
Mm.
of the spirit or
Right.
on superficial things?
Right.
I said the fruits of the spirit, but somebody else
Me.
might say, man, you gotta have that money, you gotta have a
Right.
house, nice car,
Right.
everybody gonna say something different,
Right.
so yeah,
Exactly.
man, keep them videos coming out.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, anytime, brother, anytime. Yeah, man, but I see my sister Amina Coleman then came up in the building after waking up.
Oh, Amina's here.
Yeah, she up in there.
Oh, okay.
See my beloved sister little Michaela up in the building.
Oh, Michaela. I haven't
Mike
got.
C.
All right. Mike C's in the house.
Mike's no, he ain't in the house, but I always give him that big salute though.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
My
Salute to
brother
Mike
right
C.
there, man. Yeah, but me and the Bison just up here just talking that talk, just building iron sharpening iron, and just talking about the state of our people.
Mm.
And what can we do to get better as a people? And let's give God a chance to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Mm-hmm.
You got to come back to your first love.
You have to. You have to.
You have to come back to your first love, because if you don't, I guarantee you'll never have a peace of mind.
Nope.
Not in this prison.
Well, you
Did
know
you
what?
not
You know what?
Go ahead, my brother.
I just think that if you don't, what's going to happen is the devil's going to use your mind as a playground.
Absolutely.
He's going to be pulling you this way and that way. You know what I'm saying?
Because where there's no hedge, there's chaos.
That's right.
Where there's no hedge, family, there's chaos.
That's right.
So if you don't do what God say do, and he forsake you, and you have no hedge, the devil is gonna have his way with you. He gonna stiff you like wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, man, turn back to the Lord while it is time, family. He's knocking at the door of your mind. He's knocking. Open up the door of your mind and let him come in and sup with you.
Yep.
Build with you.
And I said this in one of my videos, and it's not about perfection, because none of us are perfect. None of us in this state that we're in now, we're not going to be perfect.
Nope.
But you have to put forth an effort,
Absolutely. Have to. You got to at least try.
That's what I'm saying. But I think a lot of people from the outside, they get scared because they think that they can't live up to what the Hamashiach wants from us, But the thing is, you have to. He's going to meet you halfway, but you have to take that first step.
Absolutely, you have to take the first step, because I'm gonna tell you something. While you think that God is gonna wait for you, you have been woefully misinformed. That's why he tell you to seek me while I may be found. Not gonna wait for you, family. It may be your only chance to get your life right, and you don't even know. Because some people, he may give a little bit more time to. Some people, he may not get that much time to, because he know. What are you going to do with the time that he gave? Are you going to continue to live a life of destruction? Some people, God already know. I'm going to go ahead and bring him in at a set time, because I know once I do bring him in, he going to handle my business.
Mm-hmm.
Some people get shot one time and live.
Yep.
Some people get shot. No. Some people get shot 9 times and live. Some people get shot one time and die.
Yep.
It's just that God have a different purpose for everybody, family.
And I don't try to figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? Me neither.
I don't try. I don't ask why. Our mind and God's mind is not the same. Our ways and God's ways is not the same. I don't try to figure nothing out.
Me neither, brother.
If you get another chance, if you get another chance or something bad happening, that's a blessing.
Absolutely. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. And I've been like this since my youth. And I gotta give my mama credit for this.
Okay.
Everything that I go through, even from a young man to now, I just take it on the chin, brother. I don't complain about my circumstances.
Right.
I just go through it and I keep it moving. I never complain about my circumstance. I take it on the chin and I keep it moving.
Yeah, actually, I was raised the same way as far as complaining because yeah, my mother and my father, like they were just like, listen, man, no one, you just keep going forward. You know, no one's going to come to your rescue.
Right.
You know, especially being a man. You know, especially if you make a mistake, you know, get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving. Right. But don't sit there. Don't sit there and keep and cry. You know. Family. So yeah, but so we have that same spirit then.
Yeah, absolutely, Bison, because my mama raised me not to be soft, not to be weak. Now that doesn't mean that I don't have any emotions or you know I can't feel for my people. She just raised me because by not having a father, she had to raise me that way to be a solid man, because a woman really can't raise a man and equip a man with what a man can do. So she had to be extra hard in order for me to come out the way I did, brother.
I see. I see.
Every time I talk to her, I thank her all the time. I say, thank you, mama, for the way you raised me, because it helped me in what I'm doing for the Lord now. She always told me never bite my tongue. She always told me speak what I feel. And that's why I talk to Israel. I don't go around Israel. I'm talking straight through them so they can understand what I'm saying, brother. This is the people. This is the people that you cannot play with Israel. They will break your spirit if you are not strong enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and you know, a lot of people are, you know, are confounded on the conditions, you know. That's and I'm like you. If I talk straight, you know, you know, absolutely. I don't really try to go around the bush, especially if you ask me or if you have some kind of problem. I'll tell you straight. You know, you might not like the answer, or you might not agree, but if you ask me a question, I have to answer it to the best of my ability, even if it's going to hurt your feelings, you know.
I would rather be honest with my people and them be angry with me instead of be a liar and they be happy with me.
Exactly.
You know why, Bison? Because they're gonna come back later and say thank you, brother. Even though I was angry, thank you.
No, but you know what you just did. The thing is this: is if you know someone comes to you and you give them your honest opinion, you know what they may be mad at you at that moment, but guess what you did? You planted a seed. So later on, they're gonna be thinking that seed is gonna be growing in their minds, and later on they're gonna come and be like, you know what, you were right.
Yeah, absolutely, facts. So that's why I like to be honest with my people. And you know, sometimes when I'm speaking, like when I was talking to my sister Amina Coleman on the phone, a lot of people take my aggression for anger. They don't even understand that's passion.
Right.
These are my convictions. I'm speaking the truth from the word of God, and a lot of people want me to be soft. They want me to talk. No. I'm going to talk the way I talk because I am trying to use the word of God to penetrate your mind.
Mm-hmm.
How else can I penetrate? I can't penetrate it like this. Okay,
soft
Israel, we're going to go to Revelations chapter 12. You ain't going to understand that, man.
Yeah. You're not gonna take that in.
They're going to turn the live off.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, man, this dude sound weak, man. I can't listen to this.
That's true.
You know, so I got to talk the way I talk in order to get God's message across, brother. I'm not being disrespectful when I talk with aggression. I'm not putting anybody down. So let me do what God want me to do the way I do it.
I agree. And you know what? And you and what you do well, man. You're a good teacher, man. I came in front, brother, because I couldn't do what you do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be, you know, especially with the with your detractors and everybody. You know, I'll be cussing all the time and doing all types of stuff. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm not built for that. But but you, one thing about you, man, you have even though the words are not calm, your spirit is calm though. You don't let things bother you so easily.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
But like I said, I can't do nothing without my family because look, I always like to. This is a team thing, and we all feed off each other, and we all build off each other. So I can't do nothing alone. So to have my family here rocking with me, all y'all are doing is giving me that extra boost of encouragement to keep swinging with that fire.
Yeah, don't stop, brother. Don't
Y'all
stop.
don't even understand that y'all give me a burning fire.
Like Jeremiah.
There you go. Because when I know I'm about to go live, I know I'm about to come see my family. I know I'm about to see a Bicey. I'm about to see a Mina. I'm about to see Eve. I'm about to see Bees and Moshe and Monster and Ariel and Michaela and Crystal, Law Lady King. I'm about to see the beloved family, and we're going to fellowship. We're going to laugh. Man, look, man, I'm going to just say this. What God has put together over here at Bicey, we are actually showing Israel how we supposed to conduct ourselves, brother. Don't you know when me, you, and the brethren, when we on the panel, we never overtalk each other. We never try to assert authority over each other. We all let each other talk and go around a table. That's how men supposed to conduct themselves like men. We men, brother. We men. And
That's right.
And guess what, about it? Even though we all have different opinions, it's respectfully. We still respect each other.
And nobody trying to get on a plane. And when they just when they, I don't agree with you. I'm getting on the plane. I'm like, what the hell?
You feel me? You feel me? So I love how the Most High put solid, humble men together, brother. Solid, humble brethren. And all we want to do is feed the sheep. And all we want to do is build together. That's a beautiful thing. We showing the nation how it's supposed to be when you get together with your family. It's supposed to be love and encouragement and praying for each other. Not trying to act like you the big muckety muck in the group. Come on, man.
Well, see, that's why I gravitate to this space right here because there's no titles, there's no bishops and
there you go.
all that other priest, like priest K Judah, ain't none of that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A Bicey, I would reject it if somebody even try to call me that.
Right.
Bees will tell you, man, there was one guy. He was a solid brother. Bicey, you remember him, but I'm trying to think of his name. He was Bees' friend, and he used to come on the panel sometimes. I forgot his name, brother. But when he came on the panel, he was like, oh, man, K. Judah, you this and that. And then B stopped him. He was like, no, K. Judah don't do all that. He don't do all the titles and he don't do the names. Man, I don't even be wanting people to compliment me. And the reason why, let me do the work. And while I'm doing the work, I don't need to be complimented. But once I get old and I done did all that God said that I'm supposed to do as a servant, then I can take compliments when somebody say, brother, you used to swing that sword, brother. But while I'm doing the work, nobody should be complimented while they working, brother.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. They said give you your flowers later. You said give you your flowers later on, not right now.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Bison. I know within my spirit, brother, what God put in me. I can see it. I can see it, a Bison, but I don't have to speak on it. I let other people do that.
Right.
I know God gave me the ability, Bison, to navigate scriptures. I know God gave me the ability, brother, to swing the sword and break it down the way He did.
Right.
But I don't have to tell nobody what I do. I just do it and let the people be the judge and watch my fruits of the spirit.
That's true. That's true. You always leave it to the people, you know.
There you go. A Bison, you don't never hear me say, man, this was a great lie. Because I let the people be the judge of how the word is coming forth.
Right. That's right. That's right.
So, this little small family, man, I'm telling you, man, I be overjoyed all the time. I be thinking about y'all all the time. And that's why I wanted everybody's number to be able to reach out, because you never know, because when it all go bad, brother, and they shut the internet down, but we still have our cell phones, we still can text until they shut that down.
Right. That's true.
Because all this stuff gonna get shut down eventually, Bison. It's just the truth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's coming to an end. I agree.
It's coming,
That's
brother.
why. That's why I try to have my house in order as much as I can. You know.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
That's why we keep prayer in here.
Yeah.
Prayer is
Yeah.
very much alive in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I agree. And I want to say this to Israel before me and my brother get up out of here. Get you some water, family. Get you like 6 months worth of food. Get your dry items, get your rice. The reason why I'm telling you this, they are paying farmers to destroy their crops. Go look it up. They are paying farmers to destroy their crops. Why is Bill Gates buying all the land? Why is this man buying so much land? Because they are preparing for something big. And guess what it is? It's called a food shortage. Food shortage. So y'all have to stock up on what you can stock up. Don't go overboard with it though, because you don't want your food to spoil. Get your flashlights. Get you portable pots.
Yep.
Get what you need, family, because the Lord gonna sustain you. But guess what God ain't gonna do? He's not gonna do everything for you, family. You got to get off the Rudy Tooty and you got to get to the store and you got to get what you need, because when it all go bad, it's gonna be bad.
One of the sisters was talking. I think it was Sister Crystal. I can't remember who it was that was talking about a food shortage where they were. So you know, like, it's good to get like a lot of dried foods, canned goods,
Right.
noodles. You know, those type of things they might not be the healthiest, but they will sustain you. You know.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, brother, I can feel it. Abaisi, I can feel it in my spirit, brother, that something big is about to go down. It's too many distractions. Everything is a distraction. They are planning something big, brother.
Oh yeah, it's coming. And
when
the thing
is,
yep. But everybody's out there playing in the streets, and they everybody talking about get your 2 shots, and people want to travel if they can't travel if they don't have their shots, and this and that. I'm like, man, this is craziness, man. This is lunacy.
I'm gonna tell you something, my brother. When this happened to Bicey, those who don't have gonna try to take for those who do have. Those who prepared themselves, those who did not, those gonna be the ones like on a Purge movie.
Oh yeah.
Bicey, there's gonna be a blackout, brother.
They
are preparing for a purge. Why you think they're making all these Purge movies?
They have to get you ready. That's the reason they make any type of movie that's controversial. You know, to get you ready in your mind. Expect this to happen.
Sister Crystal said it was her, Bicey. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was her. Right.
The hydrated foods, bro, Bicey. Yes, it was me, Sister Crystal.
Yeah. I remember that.
So while me and my brother up here, I am telling y'all, I can feel it, family. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but you can't tell me all these videos that Gentiles making about how to prep. Why is everybody prepping? Because they know it's coming, family.
Yeah, something's coming.
And it's going to be bad when it happens. You know why? Because once this economy collapses, that's the end of America. It will never be
the
healed
same
again.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, never.
It's over. And from that point on, from the time that it collapsed, it's going to be straight chaos in the streets. Straight chaos.
I agree.
Wake up, family. Please, man. Me and my brother is telling y'all, wake up before it's too late, man. I'm telling you, wake up and turn to God while there's time, family. Please, I'm telling you, it's going to get bad.
Yeah, the Most High that's the only way, man. There's no other way than that. You know, we try to say, oh, well, maybe if we elect officials into office to represent us, man, that's not gonna work, man.
Nope.
The only way is the Most High and the Hamashiach. That's it.
Right. Absolutely. So before me and my brother get out of here, man, I want to say salute to the family. I bid you all Godspeed. I pray for you all always. I have your phone numbers. So I'm gonna always reach out to my family, because anybody will tell you, I text everybody every day. I text everybody every day. I text Abicey, Amina, Moshe, Monster, I text everybody every day to check on them, even August, Bees, everybody. Sister Eve, I'm checking on everybody every day to make sure the family is good. And I'm praying for you always. Family, those of you of Israel who are not a part of this small family and who listen in the background, please read for yourself. Please
Mm-hmm.
don't let no man steal your crown. Please don't accept false doctrine, and be careful who channel you go to, and be careful what you allow to come into your earlobes. And
That's
that's all
right.
I gotta say. Anything you want to add, advice?
Oh no, I just thank you, and I thank the family, and yeah, and I'm glad that we could congregate in our own space. You know,
Absolutely.
because some of these spaces are toxic, but we have a nice little family, a nice little group, and and we inspire each other and work off each other, and that's the way
Absolutely.
it should be. That's the way it
That's
should be.
right. That's right, my brother. That is absolutely 1,000 correct what my brother just said. How we build each other up and encourage each other. That's what we do
Right.
over here, family. And that's why
Right.
a lot of people gravitate to the platform. A lot of people write me, man, and tell me they love what we doing over here. They love the
Mm.
love that we show. They say they know it's genuine and it's not fake. People write me and tell me this. So, okay. You know what, Juanita? I got you. Hold up. Hold on, Advice. Let me get my phone. I'm gonna put my sister number in. I'm gonna lock her in.
Okay.
All right, hold up. You can talk to the family. I'll be right back.
Yeah, family. I don't have much to say. I'm just getting ready. My wife is making breakfast. Yeah, waking up to something happy. But family, like I was saying, though, I appreciate you very much. You know, the Most High has brought us all together, and I appreciate this little family because I go on other sites and I don't really try to, say much, but I just sit and watch and see how they treat each other. You know, the language they use. The vitriol that they have for each other. When they don't agree. But
Right.
like K Judah was saying, when we don't agree, we just we'll pray on it. We'll do it in with respect. And I appreciate that very much.
Absolutely. That's why, hey, that's why I always is. It start with the individual. There's a choice that you can treat your people right, or you can have a choice to treat them bad. I choose to walk in the fruits of the spirit. But anybody
Mm-hmm.
can choose to walk in the fruits of darkness. That let me know that your spirit is already messed up from the beginning. If you come into this truth and you are not reformed by your mind and the way you think and the way you treat others, that let me know you want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be like that. You want to be like that. And that's not a good look, man. It make you look bad. It make
Yeah,
you
it
look
does.
ugly.
It
You can be
does.
the prettiest person on the earth, and if you got a tainted spirit, that can make your beauty be ugly,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're a man or a woman.
That's
It
right.
doesn't matter.
That is right. Yeah, it's off-putting. That's what it is.
Talk to me. All right, my sister, I got you, Juanita. Let me lock you in. Because a lot of people don't know, man, that when August dreams went down, man, I was hurt,
Mm.
man. I was
Yeah.
scared, y'all. I'm being honest. Because,
Yeah.
man, my sister just disappeared. And I didn't know what was
Right.
going on with my sister. And every year was like, man, this ain't right, man. Because every year he get fired up. He was
Yeah, I
like,
know.
man, everybody need to give each other numbers right now.
Right.
And he was correct, man, because that scared me, man. But she was
Mm.
ill. My sister had became ill and nobody knew what was going on,
Right.
you know? All right, let me lock her in right now. Hold on.
Yeah, this is missed though,
I talked to her yesterday.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Okay, Juanita, I got you locked in there. Who is that wonder word? Our beloved sister. Let me lock her in there because when it all go bad, I still want to be able to reach out to the family and make sure everybody okay. And that's what this all for, family.
That's right. Yeah, stay connected. Yeah.
Gotta stay connected. So hold up, let me do this.
Now go do your thing, bro.
Y'all, give me a moment, family. I'm just locking this in. Okay, I got the sister in there. Now you go ahead, Abice.
Oh no. There was I was going to say that there's a I was going to like make a video about it, but I guess I could say it now. It's just that there's a few books that I think that will help us.
Okay.
And
Okay.
basically what it does is it backs up the Bible. Let's just say that, because you have to use if you're going to talk about things like this, you have to filter it through the Bible. And
Okay.
and one book is what is it from Babylon to Timbuktu. That's a good read right there, I think. But I have all these things written down.
I got that book right there.
Right, and there's a few others. There's a few others also. I'm trying to look through it right now. That oh, hold up.
All right, Wonder Word, I got you locked in, my sister. I got y'all. I'll just text y'all and then you can lock me in. But Abice, yeah, that Babylon Temple book 2 is deep, my brother.
Yeah, the other one is the Black Hebrews and the Black Christ. That's a good one too.
Okay.
And you can get that from the Google store. And it chronicles who we are, and the things that we've been through,
Okay, I got
and
you.
they don't hold. He don't hold nothing back. And the author is actually is a Gentile, so
No,
it's not biased. So it's not biased. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I got so many books in here, but what I don't like to do is that this is what I be telling Israel. Man, you got the right. They got a right to read all the books they want.
Right.
But I be telling our people to be very careful, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself.
Right.
Because if you're gonna bring something forth, please validate it out of the mouth of 2 or 3. That way, the person that's listening won't be confused.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
That's true.
I got the book of Enoch, right?
Oh no, see, I don't mess around with that.
Now look.
Go ahead, brother.
This when I first came into the truth.
Okay.
I was trying to get all the books because that's what everybody was saying. You got to get this book and that book.
Yeah.
I got the book of Enoch, and when I read the book, I was confused because the Bible say there's 3 heavens. Enoch say there's 7 heavens. So that's what I had to do to the book. I had to close it and put it down.
You have to put it down. Yeah.
Contradiction. Bible say 3. Enoch say 7. I can't go with that. I got to go with the Bible. Now, if Enoch would have said 3, I could have. That's out of the mouth of 2.
Right.
But now, man, there ain't no 3 heavens. I mean, it ain't no 7 heavens, man.
Right.
Bible say 3, man.
Yeah.
Here, look. Let me tell y'all something. The earth, first heaven. You jump up in the air, the firmament for the bird, that's the second heaven. And right above that great body of water, it's the 3rd heaven. Point blank period. 3 heavens, man.
That's it. Yeah.
Heaven and hell is also a condition. Gentiles live in heaven, we live in hell.
Right.
But hell would also be a real place for those who have rejected the law.
Well, it's coming. I'll tell you that.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I just don't want to go there.
No, I don't want to go either.
Oh, Krista said, I read how the Hebrews pray. She say, I read how the Hebrews pray. Unknown author on Amazon.
Oh, that's. Could you give a little bit more information? So I read how the Hebrews pray.
I think it's a book. Yeah, I think it's a book. I think Krista talked about that book last time. I think.
Okay.
How the Hebrews pray.
Okay, how the Hebrews pray.
I think so.
Okay, let me I have to write that down just to take a look.
Yeah, family, but please read the Bible for yourself, family. Daughter, black women. Now I'm talking directly to the women when I say this. Daughters of Zion. You heard what I say? That's the black women. Because there's a doctrine going around that the daughters of Zion mean black women. But when I say I'm talking to black women and call you the daughters of Zion, that means I'm talking directly to the women. See, this is what I mean when I say you got to read the Bible for yourself. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because when the Bible say daughters of Zion, he's talking to the whole nation of Judah and Jerusalem. Now, if the Lord say women, daughters of Zion, that lets you know he's talking to the women.
Right.
You gotta use the Bible right, family.
Right.
So in Isaiah 3:16, when these black men keep telling black women, your hair is cursed. Black women, don't put a curse on your hair. Your hair is not cursed. Your hair is not cursed. God did not give you Deuteronomy chapter 28 for the whole nation, the 12 tribes, and then gave black women separate curses outside of Deuteronomy chapter 28. Whoever is teaching that, you have been woefully misinformed to tell my sisters that they hair don't grow because of a curse. No. A lot of parents put perms, chemicals in their daughter's hair. They also wear box braids that give alopecia. Some people got the traction alopecia from pulling their hair too tight in the front. That has nothing to do with a curse. It has everything to do with the perms and the chemicals.
Right.
Because how you going to explain to me why some women have long hair and some women have alopecia and struggle with their hair? So God only curse some women?
Right.
Come on, man. That don't make no. Please, black woman, listen to your brother. Don't curse yourself. Don't listen to Tila Kalita. Don't listen to her family. She don't know what she talking about. Black women.
But you know something, K. Judah. Breaking down the black men and black women is a big business, not only on YouTube but on all media, because you know what they do. A lot of these people, they watch social media and see what conversations we're having and what videos we're making about each other, and then they do their own thing and try to make money off of that.
Bison, this is why I don't go to other people's platforms. You know why? I can't go to nobody platform that disrespecting the daughters of Zion. I can't go to nobody platform that disrespecting the black man. It's one thing to correct somebody. It's another thing to be disrespectful.
Man, I've heard some stuff, man.
brother, I can't even look at myself in the mirror knowing that I'm talking to somebody crazy because my mama didn't raise me like that, brother.
Right.
My mama is militant. My mom is militant. My daddy was in the Marines. All my uncles is military. My mama raised me to be respectful, brother.
Right.
She said, if you want respect, you got to give respect. And that followed me all the days of my life, because which one is better? To treat people the way you want to be treated and live in peace, or be disrespectful and chaos all around you every time?
Yeah, I don't want that chaos. That's why I try to keep that out of my life, man.
I want the peace, brother.
Yeah.
And I want the peace with the black man and the black woman. So when I'm out and about and I'm smiling to my brother and I'm smiling to the sister, I'm giving them that salute, that shalom, that peace. Because that's what we got to get back to. We got to be respectful when we see each other and not disrespectful when we see each other, brother.
Right.
We very disrespectful to each other, and it has to stop.
Yes, it does.
Has to stop, man.
But like that's what I'm saying. That's we have to control what we let into our ears, you know.
Absolutely.
And what we're watching, you know.
I'm with you.
So yeah, we have to be very cognizant about that, man. Because like some of the things I hear, I'm like, man. I mean, it's one thing to critique, but they just go like too far. I'm like, gosh, man, you're talking about that person. We're talking about each other like, I don't know, like we're born enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like from birth, we're enemies, and it's weird. I've never and before, you know, I think within probably the last 15 years, that's when it's been to this point. But before that, I didn't hear all that. I'm like, damn. But you know, it's a business though, you know?
Yeah, hey, you are absolutely correct that it's a business. But let me say this to the black man and the black woman. You came over here in captivity together, and you're gonna leave out of captivity together. I don't understand why we are enemies. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the history of what America have done, but this is 2021, and knowledge have been increased, and the Lord is opening up the minds of his people. Are we still going to be like this? You mean to tell me you're going to put money over principle?
Yep.
You're going to put money over principle.
Well, you know what that shows? It shows who their God is.
Absolutely. That's true. That's true. Prosperity, I say salute to you. And SASI 280, I say salute to you. Salute, man. Salute to my sister Prosperity. But family, please, man, read for yourself. Black
Mm-hmm.
woman, don't curse yourself, black woman. Don't
Yep.
curse yourself, black woman. I am telling you, man, that Isaiah 3:16 has nothing to do with your hair, family. I'm going to say it
Mm-hmm.
again. Isaiah 3:16 has nothing to do with your hair. And I want to say to everybody who making videos condemning black women, talking to, man, I saw one brother video. I didn't watch it, but I saw the title of his video. Guess what this Negro video was called?
What?
Isaiah 3:16 for the thoughts. Did y'all blacks did the black woman hear me? Israelite woman. I saw a dumb Negro video who said Isaiah 3:16 for the thoughts.
You know what that shows me? Is that person still have mommy issues.
Sad, man.
That's what it shows me. That person have issues with his mother that never got resolved.
Right.
So now he's bringing it he's making it public, basically, going in a roundabout way. Yeah. And a lot of people, a lot of us need to get over this. A lot of this hatred of our parents, and then putting it on other people. Because I know yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. You go ahead. You go ahead, my brother.
Oh no. I was going to say that a lot of men, a lot of dudes that I grew up with. Actually, there's one that I think his mother was his father was never in his life, and his mother used to always kind of talk bad about the father. So what happened was one day he met his father and wanted to fight his father.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn. it's deep, man. That's why we have to watch what we say.
Absolutely, you're correct. Because I'm gonna tell you something. My mother was dropping me off to my daddy one time. Now, remember I told you, my daddy wasn't in my life.
Yeah.
She was dropping me off to my grandma's house one time, and she said, I'm about to drop you off to your grandma's house, or you're gonna go over there with your daddy. He going out of town and he wanted you to go with him, right? I said, so you taking me over there with Calvin? My mama stopped and looked at me and say, don't you ever call your daddy by his first name.
Right.
Daddy. She say, you give him the same honor and respect as the Bible told you to do. My mama said, I understand your anger, but at the end of the day, you still have to honor him. She never told me nothing bad about my daddy, and that's why it was so easy for me to forgive him for not being in my life. Because look, I'm gonna tell you, I did not forgive my daddy for him. I forgave my daddy that I may be able to live in peace, brother, and remove the anger that I was feeling towards him. Has nothing to do with him, but for me to live my life, I had to forgive him for me to have peace.
It's funny. I remember you saying that a while ago that we had this same conversation, and it's funny that right after that, like probably like a few weeks after, somebody else was making. I think somebody was making a video about the same thing about for forgiving your father, forgiving your mother, and all that other stuff. And not forsaking them. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, but it's funny that right after we had that conversation, somebody else made a video about it.
Hey, out of the mouth of two, because I'm gonna tell you something. If something happened to my pops, I'm gonna give him the same respect at his funeral.
Right.
Like as if he was in my life.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, when the Bible said honor your mother and father, I don't see any stipulations around honor your mother and father.
Right.
He just told us to do it.
Right.
So I gotta honor my father and respect him. Like as if he was in my life, even though he wasn't, brother, because I fear God more than my father. Right.
That's true. That's a good attitude to have, man. And you'll go a long way with that attitude, man.
Yeah, man, because I just try to look, man, I'm not perfect, man, but anybody who know me out here in Houston, Texas, they'll tell you, man. When I don't go around family, they be upset with me, bro. I mean, because you know how somebody can see your light shining, you got that good energy, and they just want that good energy around.
Right.
That's my sisters in there, man. I got 6 sisters, man. When I don't be going to the family events, man, they be texting me and cursing me out and everything.
Right.
So
let me ask you. So why you choose? So why you choose not to show up? Is that just because you is there energy around there or spirit or what is it?
Man, they be having crab legs and shrimps and crawfish.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
They
You
be
don't want to
they
be
be
next
eating
to
that
the abomination.
abomination, man.
Yeah.
I can't do it, a bison. They be want to eat
I hear you.
abomination.
I hear you.
Now, what I did do for my mother that made my
Uh-huh.
mother cry. I ain't see my mother in 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her birthday came up. And I told my sister and them, I say, look, mama getting a little older, so let's do something real nice for her. So we went to this restaurant. Dog, I'm talking about this nice, beautiful restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting at the table and I had my head down. And she just looking around and she saw me and just bust out crying, dog. So that my mama told me, thank you for the best birthday memory that I will always remember. So I
Yeah,
was happy to
she's
do that
gone.
for my mother. Happy
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
that for my mother.
Yeah, she'll always remember that.
Yeah, man, I was so happy to do that, and we had a good time. Me and my sisters and them made peace with each other. It was beautiful, dog. So that's what it's all about: forgiveness and moving on, brother.
That's right.
Moving on, man. I don't hold no grudge against none of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
family. None of
Yeah, I
that.
don't do that either. Yeah,
Nah.
I don't do that either, you know? I don't do that holding grudge type thing, man. Cause
I
that's gonna
mean,
take up too much space in your heart, you know?
absolutely, brother.
Yeah,
Amina
man.
Coleman,
It's like a
Amina Coleman,
poison. Yeah.
Amina
Oh.
Coleman to tell you, I look just
Uh-huh.
like my mama. Amina
Oh.
Coleman to tell you, and send her a picture of me and my
Uh-huh.
mama. She said we look
Uh-huh.
like twins. I look just like my mama, y'all.
Okay.
I look just like my T lady about. If you see my mama,
Right.
I look just
Uh-huh.
like her. She just light skinned,
Oh, okay.
brown skinned, but you know she lighter than me.
Right.
Yeah, but that's my mama, man. She a
That's it.
soldier, man, and she a beautiful woman, man.
Okay, that's always good, man.
You know,
So it's a
look,
beautiful thing.
look at
Yeah.
me in the comment talking about yes, he does. I look just like her. Yeah, but Abicey, is there anything you want to add before I shut it down, my brother? Anything you want to let the people know?
Well, I mean, I'll be glad if you, if the family, watch the videos or you comment if you want. But the main thing is just is to get us to think on the ways of the world and why do we partake in these things, you know? But other than
Absolutely.
that, I love you all and just enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey, thank you for coming on the panel. I love you with the pure heart, and tell
All
the
right,
wife
brother.
a big salute and shalom from K. Judah.
Okay, no problem, brother.
All right, brother. Peace and blessings.
All right, thank you, guys. Shalom.
Shalom. This is my beloved brother Abicey family. He has a YouTube channel called Abicey. Support my brother. Subscribe to the channel. He got a series going on where he asks these beautiful questions and he let us answer the questions. So,
hey, K. Judah.
Talk to me.
Yeah, my wife just want to say shalom to the family. Just hold on for a second.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Go ahead.
Shalom.
Shalom, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's what's up, man. I just wanted to, let my brother Bison know to tell you shalom and salute from the family.
Thank you.
Anytime, and peace and blessings, my sister. Peace and blessings.
All right, brother. I'm about to go and destroy breakfast right now.
All right, brother, man. You enjoy.
All right, brother. All right, much love.
Much love. Much love. All right, family. That's my brother Bison, my solid, humble brother, who also has a meek and humble spirit on him, family. That boy, Abicey, has a meek and humble spirit, and that's why I always address him as my solid, humble brother. But all my little family right here got them humble spirits on them, and I thank the Most High for them. And I thank the Most High for you all, because at the end of the day, family, somebody within the nation has to get it right and show our other brothers and sisters how we supposed to conduct ourselves as men and women. Let's get it.
I wanna be more low, be honest, will be close to the God. I wanna be more low, be honest, will be close to the God. Yeah, so lonely and they're all lonely at heart. So low and they go close their heart. I wanna be more low, be honest, wanna be close to the God. I wanna be more low, be honest, wanna be close to the God. Yeah, I can be so lonely and they're all lonely at heart. Living is so lonely. Yeah, what? Sick of it already, sick of it all. What? I just want to be like you. I'ma show you now I'm in love with you. I've been looking around when it might be me. Still I wanna be like you. Now I wanna make my life blue. They looking around when it might be me. Still I wanna be, oh, be like you. Ain't no telling now what I might do. Looking around when it might be me. Still I wanna be, ooh, be like you. Been going down, feeling stifled. Who's out on the ground and it might be me. I'll be like you. No, I know. The fear be on my face when the lights on me. Still I wanna be more low, be honest, want me close to the car. Wanna be more low, be honest, so low, you never lonely home. So low, and you won't lonely home. I wanna be more low, be honest, want me close to the car. I wanna be more low, be honest, want me close to the car. When you're so low, you never lonely. Living is so low and then you go low in your heart. Honest, when we close to the God. More low, we'll be honest when we close to the God. I really so low and then you go low in your heart. Living is so low. Family all around me, all around me. Family all around me. My family, G my family, he my family, G my family, he my family, G my family, we are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah, I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't keen, that's gonna pull up and handle it. We take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're chilling, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fight around here. Ain't nobody shoot around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love me, you know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids. Tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Need my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't keen, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
Oh, great God, I pray for the children of Israel and give all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach, that you may spare your children and be long-suffering with your children and allow your children to breathe. Allow us to live in the land of our captivity, in the land of this prison, which is also the shadow of death, and release your people and give us comfort. In the name of Yahshua HaMashiach and your brother K. Judah, want to say, Shalom.